My name is Victoria Richard. I'm the owner of New Cafe and I'm here with Dazzle magazine. Okay, so New Cafe is a beverage-based company, and what we do is we marry beverages with self-care. So we show persons how to slow down using beverages, like whatever your favorite beverage is, and then using that moment to create a self-care moment. I've been researching beverages for maybe about 7 years right now. The first one that I got interested in was teas, especially the loose leaf teas. But I never really pursued it because I was working a full-time job in the US. And when the pandemic happened, and everybody was stuck at home, that's when I realized, you know what? Beverages really do that for us, make us slow down, stop for the day, and then just take time out for ourselves. And that's when I started back my research into the whole beverage-based business. So our cafe is not the everyday cafe where you sit down and have a coffee in there. We have private rooms. One is where you can have like quiet time. We call it our quiet room or meditation room. And both of our rooms, you get a full beverage service when you rent out the room. So as I said, one is a quiet room and one is a studio. So the studio is for more creative work, like if you are a home-based entrepreneur and you want kind of like a different ambience, you could come to the studio and you can just get some work done. If you're a social media influencer, you can do that as well. For the quiet room, it's basically a room for nothingness, but you can also just listen to a meditation. You could listen to meditation. You could just sit down and just relax. That's basically what the meditation room is. Whenever I visited St. Lucia, although now we are getting a lot of cafes on the island, it was not always that way. But now we're getting more cafes, but there's not a lot of calm and quiet. So even when I would go to the cafes, I would take my laptop with me, but there was a lot of distraction in the background. And so I wanted something where it was more a peaceful environment. And that was my main goal with New Cafe, that you can come, you can get the products, take them home, enjoy them at home. But if you chose to stay, you had that calm and peace and quiet as well. We have 3 lines of products, and I like to think of the lines as life itself. So it's not all organic, meaning all the products are organic. One line is indulgence, because I believe that life you need to indulge a little, and that's our coffees, cappuccinos. We have our wellness line, which is the loose leaf teas. Now these are all organic. And then we have our celebration line, which is cocktails. So if you look at all of these 3 areas, it's basically how I think we should live our lives, a little of everything, kind of like balance. So we really started out in May, talking to the suppliers again, because it had been like maybe 5 years since I'd spoken to them. So I wanted to find out if the products were still available and all of that. And as soon as it was a go, I started using social media to kind of let people know this is what I'm planning to do. I think the biggest challenge is people, they're used to going into a store and buying a beverage and enjoying it there, or just maybe walking around with it prepared. And so the challenge is telling them that you can actually enjoy it at home. You can do it at home. For example, on a Sunday afternoon, you can put that cocktail in your blender and enjoy it. You don't have to go to a restaurant to have a cocktail. And so that's the message that I'm trying to get across, is to create your own moment at home with something you may have enjoyed at a restaurant. So my advice to other entrepreneurs would be to not give up. Like if you have an idea and you're not able to get it off the ground at first, it doesn't mean that it's not valid or that you don't pursue it at all. You can be ahead of your time, meaning like the idea could come, but maybe it's not the right time. But that doesn't mean that you just stop completely. That's one. The other thing is that if something is new, know that it's your responsibility to, educate your potential client base. Because if I had to go just from the beginning, people didn't quite understand what New Cafe was. And as time went by, they got the concept with me showing. It was more a show and tell, where I would show in my stories what I do with the products, how I enjoy them, just sitting in my backyard and that kind of thing. And that there's joy in preparation. That's really what I kind of say all the time. The joy is in the preparation. And so, take time to educate your clients, especially if it's something that has not been done before. So we're located at the JQ Mall, the second floor, next to Pink Butterfly, and on social media at the New Cafe. Our website is www.thenewcafestlucia.com. And don't forget to subscribe to Dazzle magazine on YouTube.